Hello, I'm Natural Dory. I want to come on here and say good morning. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys get something from this video. And I know I was gonna say that I was gonna go live early later, but just want to come on here and get this out so I can get to sleep because I gotta go back to work later. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Natural Dory. If you can also find me on Instagram on Natural Dory. You can find me on Facebook, Natural/Dory Stookie. So you can go ahead and add me, hit me up if you like what you see, if you like what you hear. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. I'm here to help. I know that some people really need to hear this. I know that some people really need to, you know, hear what I have to say. And, some people are really going through some stuff right now. So, that's the reason why that's why I'm here. I've also been through a lot. I've also, speaking through the experience. So, this particular live, title, reminder to check on your strong friends. And, this is a mental health, live. And it's not just for the, quote-unquote mentally ill. First of all, I want to go ahead and say, number one, let's get rid of the stigma. And what's going to help us get rid of the stigma is if we quit saying mentally ill. That really, really bothers me when people say, mentally ill, or mental illness. Let's replace it by saying mental health. I think that is really going to help. I think that's really going to help the situation and help break the mental, the stigma and everything. And I think that's going to make people make the, talking about the mental stuff a lot more easy to talk about and a lot more comfortable. Second of all, mental health is not just for people that, have been diagnosed with a mental health issue. It could be the most outgoing of people. It could be the most happiest of people, and I mean that sincerely. And I mean that, as natural people that, are just have natural outgoing personalities, workaholics, people that are constantly busy. If you spread yourself too thin, if you know, being constantly busy, being overly busy, that is really going to wear on your mental health. And I know I said this in a previous video on from another video on YouTube, but I think that it is really important, and I'm going to continue to insinuate this. I think it is really important for everybody to have a mental health day, whether that means, a day away from everybody, to recharge your batteries, or, a day, just you and a loved one, or, a day where, you're just surrounded by positive energy. I just really believe, whether it be once a month, once a week, um, or, use a vacation time, or it could be like a nightly process. Just whatever you need to do to recharge yourself, but, you have to put yourself first before anybody, because otherwise you're not going to be able to operate. You have to be able to function yourself, because if you keep on pouring out into other people, you're not going to be. It's just like having a bottle of water. If you pour that whole bottle of water out, then you have nothing more to give. You see what I'm saying? And that works the same way for, as us as people. I mean, we can give and give and give and give, but if we have nothing in ourselves, and if we have nothing in our hearts, and if we have nothing like, personal energy, then we are not going to be able to give, that's why it's so important. I believe, sorry, one second. I believe in in most states, it's shifts, it's a minimum of 8 hours per shift, that they have to schedule you. And, it's the law. I believe it's at least state law, if not federal. At least in the states that are right to work state, because of how important it is to get sleep, and, to be able to recharge your batteries. Because, if you're not going to be able to if you're not going to be able to recharge your batteries, then, you're not going to be able to be, a great worker. So, that's an example. And so, anyways, what I'm saying is it's really, really important to have a great mental health day. So, with that being said, it is really, really, really important that we take care of ourselves, and it is really important that we reach out and we check on our seemingly happy friends. And it's not just, our outgoing people. I know that I myself am guilty of, not being in touch with people, my friends. I get busy, getting caught up in work and life, and, my personal life and everything. It's not intentional. It's not anything that, is personal or anything. We just get caught up in life. We get caught up in work. We just get caught up in ourselves. And, but the thing is like, someone with a mental state, they take it personally. They like, okay, nobody cares about me, and, I guess gotta keep it to myself. And some people with, mental health issues, some people, they don't know how to reach out. They don't know how to reach out for. They don't know how to ask for help. They don't know how to say, look, I'm hurting inside. And so, we have to, hey, I just want to call and, check in. How you doing? How you feeling? Are you doing all right? I'm thinking about you. You know, um, just, even if you're not a big, if you don't want to call them, there's some people that, phone calls give them anxiety. Just send a text, messenger, email, letter, whatever you do. Just to let that person know, hey, you're on my mind, you're in my heart, I am thinking about you. Excuse me. Whatever it is that you do, just let that person know, hey, I care about you, and I am here for you, like, regardless. And, like, all it takes is 30 seconds. Less than that. It takes like 2 seconds. You know, um, with social media, all it takes is a little, hey, how's it going? And when you ask, you know, thinking about you, how you feeling, you know, and it'll give that person an opportunity to reach out and, you know, oh, well, you know. But anyways, I didn't mean to go off on that. I'm a little scatterbrained. You'll notice that throughout my videos. My thoughts are not the most organized. There's a reason why. there's a, there's a reason why my, my name is what it is. Um, I'm actually surprised that, I'm actually surprised that my thoughts are as organized as they are sometimes. But, anyways, with that being, I just, when it all comes right down to it, just, little reminders, because, it's so easy to take life for granted. It's so easy to, just be like, well, another day has passed, and, even though I thought about this person today, like, it didn't even occur to me, you know, to talk to this person, and, that person really could be going through some stuff, and, you may not even know it. Speaking of, with, how do I want to word this? I have quite a few mental health problems, but, I manage very, very well, and I do the best I can. It's taken me a long time to get where I'm at. So if any of you guys, any of my followers, you guys don't even have to be followers. If you guys have any questions about, coping techniques, if you guys have any questions or any comments, any suggestions, about, about, I don't know, about any, like, mental thing, I just, I just can't believe, it's 2019 and people are still so uncomfortable about talking about, the mental health stuff. I mean, like, really. Um, you know, and another thing that I want to mention is that it is perfectly okay to reach out for help. It is okay to not be okay. It is okay to take, and you know what? Another thing that I'm going to say, and I want you guys to hear me, and I want you guys to hear me well, it is okay to take medicine for for mental illness. Uh-oh. She said it. One more time. It is okay to take medication for mental health issues. I'm on medication for mental health issues. Yeah, I know, right? You guys, watching my YouTube videos, like, you believe it. But yeah, for real. I've been on I'll tell you guys a secret. I've been on medication for years. And you know what? I've held a full-time job for 8 months now. 40 hours a week. I have 4 diagnosed mental health issues, and one of them is major depression. And I get up every day, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, sometimes 9, sometimes 10, and I go to work, and I'm learning new stuff every day, and I love what I do, and I interact with people all day long, and for real, I'm high functioning depression, and some of that is due to genetics. A lot of that is due to trauma. Like, for real. I'm not even kidding. Yeah. So, just a little reminder, you know, if you're watching this right now, go ahead, text, call, email, write a letter, reach out to your friends, you know what I mean? Every one of them, regardless of, what their mental status is, especially if you know their mental status, especially if you know that they're going through a hard time, reach out to them, be like, hey, I'm thinking about you, and I know that life is short, and I just want to let you know I'm thinking about you, and you're on my mind and you're in my heart. You know, life is, life, we take life for granted, you know what I mean? We really, really do. And, it's so important to reach out to those that we love and that we care about, you know, even when life gets busy. So do me a favor, call your mom, your brother, your sister, your family, whoever it is, and tell them I'm thinking of you. Because tomorrow is not promised. I'm speaking from experience. Anyways, I know that this video was a little weird. I do apologize for that. I just long day at work. Long day at work. I'm a little scatterbrained. But I wanted to come on here and just do that video real quick before I clocked out of life, I guess. So like I said, feedback, suggestions, any questions, feel free to hit me up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys get something from this video. I really appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. You are appreciated. Remember, at the end of the day, tell your loved ones how much they mean to you. Tomorrow is not promised. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.